Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and it's weekly reading for the week of November 11th to the 17th. Gemini, we have this week the Share Your Voice Oracle card. We have the Nine of Swords, the Lovers, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So not a subtle reading here, Gemini, but half the spread major arcana. As you probably know, the more major arcana, the more significant the event, and the more tied to the big themes, life lessons, karmic contracts the situation can be. So I'm just going to start by reading out your oracle card. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution. Expression. You're being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship, through writing, speaking, singing, or some other form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through soul, history, and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, we also heal the planet at large. Yeah, okay, so very interesting there, Gemini. Let's start with your recent past. Yeah, with the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. So I feel like what we're dealing with here is a major matter of the heart. So traditionally the Lovers wasn't, a love card as such. It was a decision card. It was, a decision that was relating to the big heartfelt matters in life, which can be our relationships, can be our work, if it's something that obviously is very closely tied to us on a personal level. Those kind of things. And here we have the Nine of Swords with that. So I see this as somebody that is struggling to make a decision in the recent past of a matter of the heart. Maybe you're wondering whether you really should stay or go in that relationship, stay or go in that job, that career, that friendship, whatever it is for you. But the Nine of Swords is that situation where you may feel like it's been sort of a bit, that the odds have been stacked against you. The swords have been stacked up, and it's that over analytical mind, overthinking, sometimes a bit of a victim mentality that can lead to depression or anxiety or sadness, insomnia, all those kind of things. So what we really want to do is to bring a decision quickly so that we can get out of that in-between zone, so we can get out of that overthinking. Yeah, so that's what we really, need to do, Gemini. And that all starts with you stepping into your power. And that's what I see here as your focus energies this week. So you know what, we've got the Strength card, we've got the Queen of Swords. So, the Strength card can be about bringing our inner demons or the sides of ourselves that, might be out of balance back into a place of equilibrium. So that can be, are we harboring resent or anger for somebody in a situation? If so, we would meet that with the equal and opposite emotion. So compassion, empathy, forgiveness as the antidote to that kind of situation, to that kind of feeling. And that's what coaxes, that inner demon, that part of ourselves that's out of balance, back into a place where we can be in control. And it's when we're, back in control, that's when we unleash our infinite power and our internal strength within. And it's through embodying that strength, that's when we can make clear decisions. That's when we can make, the right moves for us moving forward. And we have that here with the Queen of Swords. So undoubtedly, Gemini, this is you stepping back into your throne of power, and evoking the energy of the Queen of Swords, which is about having clarity, seeing clearly, having forward vision. It's kind of the opposite of the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who can see the situation for what it is and can make clear decisions, who can carry a sword of victory and use it to establish her boundaries, to cut herself free from situations that are no longer serving her, all the while remaining, grounded and compassionate and authoritarian, all those good queen-like qualities. Because she knows that by stepping into her power, by, calming her inner demons, getting back into a place of control, making clear decisions, that's when she starts to transform her life for the better. She wears that butterfly crown. She knows that sometimes she needs to make the tough decisions, the tough calls, but through that, she evolves and transforms her life and starts walking the path that she's supposed to walk. And we have in your near future the Eight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, because the universe wants to bring you that luck change as we start moving towards the end of the year, Gemini. The Wheel of Fortune is about the tables being turned, the luck being, the luck changing. It's about predestined timing. It's about the completion of karmic contracts, karmic cycles, and life lessons. So I think what you were supposed to learn from the situation, you have learned, and it is completing. And that's why you might be feeling a bit Nine of Swords about it. And, should I stay? Should I go? I think you know what to do. And that's why it's causing that anxiety, because obviously we know that through ending something is going to bring some level of discomfort, maybe pain, maybe even heartbreak. But I think, you have, or will be in the near future, started to turn your back on the situation and walk towards something more fulfilling. Because even though, it did give you an Eight of Cups reality, there was one fundamental piece missing. And I think what you're doing now is heading off in the search of that final cup, to move yourself to a Nine of Cups, to a Ten of Cups reality. It's that feeling of, not just settling, wanting the best for yourself and really making the moves and the right decisions in order to get it. And it's that reminder to tune into your intuition, because the answers lie within you, and through tuning into your own internal wisdom, that's when you'll know what to do. And no, it's not easy, but we need to make the right decisions. So I think in the near future, you're going to start to take those first tentative steps, even though you may not know, where that path is leading now. The universe is saying it is the right time. There will be a luck change for you. You're closing out a cycle. We're closing out a decade. And, the message with these two cards is that the decisions that you make now are going to influence your next 10 years, because the Wheel of Fortune is said to have a 10-year energy. So, if we stay in the same energy, that's what we're going to likely get. Do what you always did, get what you always got. So something needs to give. And if you do choose to stay in the situation, which you have free will to, then the idea would be to make some fundamental changes so that you can create something completely new, so that we don't end up, in a tower moment, rebuilding the same issues, the same problems that led you to this decision-making process in the first place. So Gemini, that's what I have for you. I can see the tables want to turn for you. There just is, a big decision of the heart to be made that's going to release you from this headspace that you may have been in. It's all about stepping into your power, reconnecting with your infinite strength, being victorious, and using that sort of victory to transcend the situation, to transform your life, to change your luck, to push that wheel in the other direction. And that may require you to walk away from one situation, but having the hope and faith that you're walking towards a higher reality, more cups in a row for you in the future. So Gemini, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading. It won't be for every one of you guys. Leave me a comment. I'd love to know how it's playing out in your daily life, and I'll see you back here for another reading next week.